Hey guys, we are live and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja channel. I thought I'd film the CRT as well. Do pardon the lines that are getting up there. It's kind of very difficult to get that kind of filming. I'm kind of using a mobile phone, but I can't kind of change. Wow, okay, wobbling it up a little bit there. I can't change like the frequency it kind of records at. So we're kind of stuck with it like this. But I thought I'd have it there as a bit of eye candy. If it's really bugging you guys, then let me know and I can remove it. I just, I thought I don't turn on my CRT enough. I have it there. It's eye candy. It's cool. But, I am using a capture card as well. So, hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Thank you for turning up to the stream. So with the new upcoming, so I'm kind of, oh, CRT looks keep hitting. Yeah, wicked, man. Nice one, nice one. It's just the lines that kind of go up and down there. So guys, when it comes to this new Neo Geo AES Plus that's coming out, I'm very much torn about it. And the reason I'm torn about it is, honestly, if I wasn't doing the channel, I would not even be interested. Honestly, not even in the slightest, because I have the MiSTer, and the MiSTer does Neo Geo like fantastically well, guys. Yo, J-Rod, how you doing? It does a fantastic job, right? Honestly, like the Neo Geo core is freaking amazing. I got into MiSTer FPGA for CPS 1 and 2 primarily. That is what made me buy it. But obviously stuff like CPS 1, a lot of the data E stuff, all of it is freaking awesome. Now, for the channel, I've pre-ordered one. I've ordered the anniversary edition, the white one with the wireless stick. I've also ordered Samurai Showdown 5 Special because something like Garou, I can't play it on that 4-button stick. I'd have to use a different stick. I want to use the original stick with it. Now, with the channel, I'm going to buy it and it's going to be a massive loss for me. And I don't have the space to justify putting a console out, right? The front room is used by the kids and the wife. I have a corner in the bedroom. I've got a number of consoles set up here, but the other ones kind of go on rotation. So I'm kind of torn about it, but I have ordered it on Amazon. So essentially what I can do is I can just cancel my my pre-order closer to the time. So I'm kind of, what I'm going to do is I have got a Patreon and I get like $40 a month closer to the time. If it's nearly that amount, because I hardly withdraw from it, I maybe withdraw from it like maybe, I think 3 times in 2 years I've withdrawn. So there's a chunk there that can kind of add to something. So I'm kind of torn about it. But guys, the MiSTer core is fantastic. I know some people will go, there's some tiny differences there. And if there are, guys, I'm not going to be able to tell what they are because, like, to me, this is Neo Geo. It is such a darn good core, honestly. And if you can find little differences, cool. It's not necessarily something that I will notice and go, oh, that's off. Now, if it's something like a big graphical glitch, I remember when a buddy of mine, a developer called Mazamars, was porting over the Neo Geo core over to the Analog Pocket, and I was helping him test it. And then I found like some graphical glitches in Art of Fighting, which he kind of went and had a look at, and that was quite big. So yeah, do you know what? It just depends on my finances, to be honest. Tele Portoro, I kind of want to get it and I want to support them. That's why I've ordered it. I probably will get it closer to the time, to be honest, but it's just one of those things where I don't feel like I need it. And being like a family man with kids and everything, I think like, okay, maybe I can get my kids something with that, So anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, there's quite a few of you in-house today. Press that like button. If you don't do it for me, guys, then please do it for beautiful Karen over there, who will give you a lovely plant like she's giving Gok a plant there, guys. Hopefully we'll be in for some jokes. My laugh button is working. Let me press that now. Everyone have a laugh. It just makes stuff funny all the time. Right, okay, let's give Garou a little bit of a play. Now, I'm using my 8-bit Dowdle wireless arcade stick with this because it's very, very convenient. Not my favorite arcade stick for fighters, but because we're going to go through a variety of games, it's a good thing to kind of get out. So you may hear noises of me battering my stick. I like this guy, Hokoto Maru. I played him in City of Wolves and they've changed his moves. He hasn't got like the teleport dash thing. I mean, I wasn't looking at a moves list, so maybe the inputs were different. But it was really annoying because I really do like that kind of teleport move that he's got. So this is a banger of a game, guys. Garou Mark of the Wolves. It's so darn stylish. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. Just, arguably this might be, SNK's best brawler, best fighting game, Yeah, it's a really good character, but changed in Voltron Pimp. That's such a cool name. At some point, mini cabinets I made. Okay, before one-up games would be surprised. Oh, okay, nice. Okay. Okay, I thought he would have blocked that. Wicked. Yo, RT Retro Gaming in the house. Ultra Pimp. But Neo Geo X Gold, it sucked and doubled. Sucked and doubled in value when I decided to sell it. Yes, I wonder if these, if the Neo Geo AES Plus will be like that. It looks like something that's going to be in stock for a long, long time. Given the fact that it's at Smith's, you can order it from there. You can order it from Amazon, so it's going to a few places. So it looks like it's something that may well be in stock for quite some time. So oof, he got me. Right, okay, I think we should go through the 10 games that are planned to come out for the AES Plus. I love that move, but man, it leaves you vulnerable so much. Okay, Rock gets that one right. Let me have a look at the list. I think we've got one more round, so maybe we'll do that. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay. Right, so let's now do KOF 2002. Okay, King of Fighters. Is it the King of Fighters or is it King of Fighters? I forget how they... Oh, no, it's the King of Fighters. Right, okay. Let's go over the King of Fighters. Which one was it? 2002. Wow, okay. Not too familiar with that one. Okay, let's load the vanilla version. What's the where's the clickbait stuff, guys? Do these cartridges work on original system? Yes, so the cartridges are up. You can play them on the original system, and you can play the original cartridges on the new system. That's one of the things for it. It came in late. What's this about? Mr. Calls in AES Plus? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. So, guys, if anyone's unfamiliar, the AES Plus is pretty much using that MiSTer FPGA core. That is what is going to go on the ASICs. That is what is going to happen, and that's what we're getting. And we've already got that core now, and I'm trying out the latest unstable version, which you can see over here. Neo Geo Unstable, last updated on the 6th of May 2026, which is from a few days ago, right? It's the 10th today, so 4 days ago. Yo, what's going on, Fatty Deposit? How you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. Always appreciate you, man. Yeah, so guys, if you are enjoying this, press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen, and do it for Hyperman over there. Hyperman, who likes to say gawk gawk. So KOF 2002, I'm not too familiar with this one. Yeah, so guys, essentially, the great work that's happened with the MiSTer that Vertec has done, that the open source community have done, is now going to spearhead the revival of the Neo Geo. It just goes to show the great nature of the MiSTer project, the great nature of open source, what developers that we've had dedicating time to this, what they've been doing, that it is going to be what is going to be spearheading the new rebirth of the Neo Geo. And we have it already on the MiSTer FPGA. We've got a port of the same core for the Analog Pocket. So, you know, it's almost like we've got a bird in hand, you know? Wow, you got to be really quick. Where the heck's Maya? There's Maya. Right, I need Maya. Then I'm happy, not really too fussed about anyone else. Let's go Rio. Live stream, guys. PCN promised efficient chips. Oh yeah, absolutely. I limit it to 1 a month. But if any of you guys are in, I think I've ruined my order. If any of you guys are in London, give me a shout, man. I'm happy to meet you guys. Go to the arcade and either fish and chips, or I prefer kebabs to fish and chips. But I have been eating fish and chips recently. When did I have it? I had it last. I kind of like 98, where his rising tackle was a motion move as opposed to a charge move. It just meant you could pull it out instantly. Because in CVS2 you could roll and keep your store, but in this one, if you hold down and you press roll, you don't get a roll. Roll needs to be either done with backs or forward, or maybe even just the 2 buttons by themselves. Okay, looks like Terry might be going for that OCV. So yeah, guys, it's, you know what, like, so I had a Neo Geo, right? Like, one of my friends that's ordered it, and even though he's the guy that got me into MiSTer, in fact, and he said to me, I said to him, look, how come you're getting it? And he said to me, look, man, I know you had a Neo Geo as a kid, but he goes, I always wanted a Neo Geo, right? And he goes, I never was able to afford one. And he goes, I know you hustled your way to one, and then obviously laughing at the story where I traded it in for a 3DO. But he said, I never had one as a kid, so I want to get one. And he bought the original one, not the anniversary one. I said, why don't you get the anniversary one? You get the wireless stick, and it's kind of like better value and whatnot. And he goes to me, nah, man. He goes, I want the nostalgia because I never had one. And I was like, okay, cool. I respect that. I kind of get that. So yes, I know a lot of people want to get it because they never had it as a kid, or, you know, they may have had one like me and then sold it. So I mean, it's freaking awesome to get that. I mean, I've tried to blag a review unit, not gonna lie. You know, I've tried to blag it in any kind of contact that I've had to say, look, I'd love to get a review unit for the channel, because then that way, cool. There's no, I've got one, I can show it on the channel, I can do some videos on it, and there's kind of like no, I'm not paying out for it, right? But I've not really heard anything back. So that is probably unlikely. I've still got one ordered, so. I mean, guys, look how good this core is. Whoops. All right, babes. Maya is freaking awesome. Best character in any Fatal Fury or King of Fighters games. But yeah, RT Retro Gaming, no worries, man. Fish and chips. Come to London, give me a shout. And I limit that to like one meetup a month. And I've met a few people from the channel. Some really cool people. Like, good thing about retro gaming is 99% of the people are freaking awesome. You get a few oddballs here and there, you know, but generally they are really cool. Let's try and right, Maya is freaking awesome, man. All right, okay. Do you know what I should be? Hopefully after CPS3, hopefully, you know, Hatego will come on for another interview on the channel as well. I'm going to try and convince him to do it as a live interview so you guys can ask questions while it's happening, because I've had him for 2 interviews on the channel so far, and both times they've been recorded. But I really like doing them live, because if you guys have questions, you guys can ask them there live. So we will see if we can get that done. I know Hatego's a very busy guy, so our streams usually go for like between a live stream interview, minimum 60 minutes, but usually 90 minutes to what is it? 2 hours usually, sometimes even longer, depends on how the vibe is going, you know? Right, okay, what's the next game now? Okay, so the next game, Magician Lord. Now guys, this game is brilliant, but I'll tell you what, this game is freaking hard. Man, I'm running games off a NAS and I don't know why when I'm doing my Neo Geo set, when I go here, it just takes a second before they kind of, before they load up. I think that's just my kind of setup. Magician Lord, right, so, here you go, look, let's run the hack. So, this is the hack that's a little bit easier. It's got some quality of life stuff in there. So this isn't the version you're going to get with the AES Plus if that's one of the games that you ordered. You're going to get the vanilla version. But there is, so within the Neo Geo community, it's regarded, the general consensus is that this ROM hack is the best way to play it. So guys, I'll say again, if you are enjoying this, press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen and Gok Hype Man over there. Hype Man loves Karen. I don't know if you watched the videos, but we've spoken about the stories before where Hype Man really used to like Karen, and every time he was near her, like his mouth used to dry up, like literally, like, and he was like, that is all that could come out of Hype Man's mouth. I mean, after years and years of throwing money at Karen and everything, I saw Karen give Hype Man a plant. So there you go. Okay. Brilliant game, guys. Wicked art direction, but man, this is freaking difficult. So if you are going to play this and you're playing it on something like the MiSTer or an emulator, I strongly recommend playing the ROM hack. I don't know if you can, I mean, you get kind of like fake cartridges of everything on AliExpress. I don't know if AliExpress have made this. What a game, guys. What a game. Let me put the sound up a bit, just so we can hear some of that. Right. Man, like the oh, wow. You know, arcade games were kind of known for that. You know, when you jump down, they just had the trap waiting for you, you know? Like, I love the character design in this. So darn good, some of the characters, man. I mean, like, the footage for this just makes an excellent thumbnail. When you get, there's a certain bunch of characters that you get, yo, dragon, there you go, look, like that there, perfect thumbnail, absolutely perfect thumbnail. Look, even that, you know, look at those characters there, they're so, they just look so darn good. Oops. Looks so funny when they climb up the ladder. You have to get the ladder from the floor. Ninja time. Nice. And again, great thumbnail material right there. Like, so what I generally do for my thumbnails for videos that I do, and I'm kind of doing less videos these days, more focused on news videos and live streams and interviews and tutorials. I've got a good tutorial about how to set up network access for your games using MiSTer Companion. So that's tomorrow's video. As well as that, I've got a news video dropping at 8 PM UK time. So that's that one there, and I want to focus obviously on interviews and live streams in between the news videos and tutorials obviously as well. And by the way, guys, this stream might all of a sudden randomly just end, and I'll tell you why, guys. It's because my youngest kid, it's one of his friends in school's birthday party, and they've gone to this place. It's like in Camden Town, where you've got like obstacle courses, you've got rides, you've got all this stuff happening. So I've dropped him over there, and then I took my middle kid and my wife out for lunch. And then I came home and I done this stream and I told my wife, look, just text me or even call me so I can see the light on my phone when it's ringing. And what I'll end up doing is I might just be, yep, cool, got to go and pick up the youngest kid, you know. Oof. There you go, guys. Tough game. Right, what's the next game in this as well? We'll look at attract mode. I'm going to look at some of the chat, guys. So the next game is Metal Slug. Banger, a banger of a game, guys. An absolute banger of a game. So see, when I had stuff on my SD card, it would go instant. When I got it on my NAS, for some reason, it takes a little bit longer. So did you see I think there was a Metal Slug Turbo there or something. That might be something that negates the slowdown. Right, let's have a look at the chat because you are busy in chat today. And I do like that. So awesome, awesome. Let's have a look. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice for everyone that's got a Neo Geo to grab some of those games because they are expensive now. Yo, happy coding in the house. How you doing, man? Hi, mate. Long time no see. I have a MiSTer multi-system now. Yes, I finally made it to the party. Good on you. Guys, Happy Coding is a developer that makes Spectrum games. They recently-ish released a Frogger game for the Spectrum. So if you're as old as he is, you might want to check out his releases. Luke's Blade will do Tappers. To be honest, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, cool. Pix, you, Taki, and Hatego are on my Mount Rushmore. Oh, thank you so much, man. I mean, Taki, I've got a lot of respect for Taki. He's definitely overworked and you know, he's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour doing lots and lots of projects. But, you know, like I've got the Superstation one. I'm not using it today. I generally use my original MiSTer because the way I've got it set up is just always there. But yeah, he's made it very, very much so accessible. Serve the guys at QM Tech, you know, for being like the cheapest out there. But the Superstation one is a great device. Hatego is freaking awesome. He's the reason that I got into FPGA gaming. It's looking at his excellent CPS1 and CPS2 cores. So amazing people. There's a lot of very, very cool people here. The Superstation one, which is awesome and plays. Yeah, it does. Yep. Yeah. Tapper's reviews. The Superstation one, it will run exactly like this when we do Neo Geo. I'm interested in testing Z Blade on AES Plus because on the MiSTer core it doesn't work correctly. Well, we can test that later after we go through the first 10 and provided I don't get called out. Let me check my phone. No, nothing here from my wife. So that's good. So essentially, because it's based on the MiSTer core, unless they put a tweak into it or something, then yeah, it might be exactly the same. Who knows? Yo, Big Al, how you doing, man? Big Al's a friend of mine, but his handle's his T2026, right? I want an AES Plus badly, but here in the US there's 17 states with tax issues, so can't order from Playton. I want the Ultimate. That's just the way to go, in my opinion. So anxiety in waiting. Yeah, so the Ultimate is only available from what they're called Playton. Is that how you say it? Or sorry, Palion, whatever they're called. Bad with names. So yeah, that kind of sucks because that's the only place you can get it. And I definitely heard about the tax issues and everything that's affecting it there. I mean, what you could do for now, dude, is you could just order it on Amazon, order either the vanilla one or order the other one. And depending on how things work out with the Ultimate bundle with Palion or however you say it, you could potentially cancel your Amazon order like a few days before release day. At least that way you've kind of got one that's coming to you, maybe not with all the games. So like I said, I've ordered the anniversary edition. Look, at the moment, I'd say 70% chance I'm not going to cancel it. But yeah, just depends on how everything's going. So guys, you know, definitely subscribe to the channel, press the like button, hype any videos. It really does help out. If I can get more people watching the videos, it means I can get more ad revenue, which means I can have more money towards buying stuff for the channel that isn't gonna get me the cash back. But it'll be cool to kind of run it and do live streams on there. Let's have a look. Super psyched though. Yeah, oh no, everyone's kind of psyched about it, man. I order AES Plus to a friend, another state. Oh, right, okay, that's a good idea. Another state if you've got a friend in there. I mean, I've done that before. I've ordered stuff for different people. I've ordered like schematics before for developers because it was an issue for them getting it in their country for some reason. I was like, no problem. Kind of got them for them to go out. But guys, this is a banger of a game. Such a good game, man. Metal Slug. Just, I don't know if this is the best run and gun it's a very, very good run and gun series, but I kind of have special love for Contra 3 on the Super Nintendo because I really, really liked it. I know the bird's eye view bits aren't the best. I'd love it if someone actually made a ROM hack that removed all the bird's eye view parts in Contra 3 and just let you run through the game in the side scrolling parts. Guys, we've got 39 people watching. You know, press that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. Don't do it for me. Do it for beautiful Karen and Gok. Okay, all right. Implementation of real hardware. I think it's revision using modern. Yeah, so let's see what becomes. Man, such an epic start. That statue of the big head in the background. Do you know, I saw a guy yesterday and I wanted to take his picture when I went out shopping to get a present for my kid's friend whose birthday party's gone to today. So yeah, there was a guy there, man, who literally looked like one of the hostages from Metal Slug, man. And I wanted to take his picture, but it was too obvious if I took a picture. You know, it would have been like, it weren't, you know, got to respect people's privacy. But if I'll be honest with you, if I could have taken one without him noticing, I would have done it. Do you know, there was a point in the arcade where I said to my friend, I don't know about Metal Slug, man. You know, what's the point in there? Not really getting a buzz out of it. And he said to me, no, he goes, look, you have to complete it with 1 life. Not even 1 credit. These guys used to complete it with 1 life, like no death whatsoever, right? And he said, look, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to aim for. And I was like, wow, okay, now I kind of get it. Because, you know, this is the era where we're playing like more 3D games. And I remember going to the arcade and he was like, nah, man. He goes, that's not what it's about. He was like, play it and it's the skill of not dying. And I was like, okay, now I get it. Obviously, when we were kids in the arcade, you just wanted your money to last. You know, that's what you wanted. You wanted your money to last for as long as possible, right? You know, whatever game. So you never ever continued in the arcade, guys. I don't know many people that continued. Any arcade goers here? Did you guys continue when you were trying to aim at that guy with a bloody bazooka? Okay, should have shot the barrel. So yeah, we never continued because if you had to continue, it just meant that you would get less time, right? So let's say you could play something like Shinobi and the part you got to would take you 7 minutes to get to. But if you continued from where you were left off, then instead of lasting 7 minutes, you would only last like, say, 2 minutes. I'm just chucking at random numbers here. Nothing to be, you know, nothing to kind of quote here for specifics. But yeah, so what would happen is you'd just start again and you'd get better at the beginning parts, and the part that you got stuck at, you would pay particular attention at, not to die again. Oh, I thought I saved from there. Right, what's the next game? Let's stand there. So we've had a look at that. So Metal Slug. So Overtop. Now I'm not too familiar with this game. The games that we played before, definitely a bit more familiar with, but Overtop not familiar with. So let's check that out. Right, okay. Wow, this NAS loading for me is taking some time, man. It will go. I mean, I might need to look into that. Right, okay, Overtop. Have I played this before? I'm wondering to myself whether I have. And guys, if you are enjoying this stream, then press that like button. It really, really does help. Wicked. Okay, it's ASIC chip, but they used Hatego's work with FPGA core to reverse engineer hardware to scale down to modern chips. Yes, to be honest, it's using some of Hatego's IPs, so maybe like some of the sound modules. I'm not sure exactly which ones. However, Vertex is the main driving force behind the FPGA core. So, you know, if they're using the MiSTer core, like Vertex the main guy for this core. You know, Hatego, and this is the beauty about open source work, something that Hatego does, Vertex will use. Something that Vertex does, someone like Wicker Wacker may use in his work. Where the work's been done, Nuki KT's reverse engineered a whole bunch of chips, an excellent Mega Drive core, and that stuff will get used by other people. The main thing is you need to, you know, like when you are using, when you're using someone else's work, stick to, is it GPO license, GPO? I think it's called GPO if I remember correctly. You know, adhere to the conditions of the license. If you're using someone else's work, leave your core open. There have been instances where people have taken other people's work, and when they've released their stuff, they've only released binaries and they've not made their code available. This is something that's not liked. You know, this is a very, very scummy practice. If you're using someone else's code, someone else's work, then you should leave your work open, right? So I remember companies like Ambernick, they were using a lot of people's code, and they were then locking up their own code. So they were taking, but they weren't giving back. So whenever you get that in any type of development, whether it's in emulation, whether it's in FPGA core development, if someone is taking code and taking someone else's work and then locking up their code, then honestly, the nicest word I can use for them is that they just aren't very nice people. You know, essentially they're taking something and they're calling it their own, and they're not sharing back. It's not a very, very good practice. But again, this is why open source communities thrive. You know, I've had people that have looked at something, like a good example is recently there's a developer called Conga that's implemented 2-player, like side by side, the way we have it for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance cores. He's implemented that on the Atari Lynx core and the Game Gear core. Now that would not be possible if the cores were locked up. Now I get it, if you're a commercial company like Analog or someone and you're developing your stuff and that's your thing, what you're doing is you are selling individual FPGA gaming devices. Maybe even, I'm not sure if the Neo Geo AES Plus is whether their stuff is going to be open source or closed source, because it sounds like they've licensed stuff correctly from the original IP holders in order to use their IPs and then keep their core closed, because they can approach someone and go, hey, we want to use this, you know, can we pay you some money? How much you charge? You know, we want to use your components, but we're going to leave it closed. And I guess you come to some kind of agreement. But all the stuff that's there for everyone to use, the open source stuff, that's open source. That your code needs to be left open. So guys, if you do see anyone out there that is taking other people's code and not opening it, just know that, you know, they're not really going to be trustworthy people. Like, leave your code open if you do it. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with these kind of these modern kind of things that come out, but I do expect them to be kind of closed source. I love the nature of open source, because it just means other people can look at it and they can approve upon it, and it grows the scene as a whole. All right, okay. Oh, like, come on, you're gonna pick this car or that car, or that or that. Okay, I mean, they're kidding me. Says pick the. I guess it's a Ferrari, almost looks like it, but it's called the F Project F350. We're gonna go Italian red, mamma mia. Off to a little bit. Wow, this game looks cool. I think this was one of the first games, actually. I think I played it a while ago. I might even have this for the Switch. Was this the first kind of arcade archives game or something that came out for the Switch, if I'm not mistaken? I mean, I don't know if I'd buy this game. This game's difficult, man. You need to, I guess you've got a map up there. I should pay attention to it. Is there a shortcut? Hey, I took a shortcut. Hey, watch the map, guys. Oh wow, next stage. I kind of done it after I flunked it. I did it. Right, okay. What? Oh, I am going that way. Oh, man. I mean, this is a game you would really, really need to practice and learn the courses. Oof. But Neo Geo had it going on, man. I mean, look how smooth the animation is. Look how great the graphics are. Look at that. And the lights on your Ferrari are automatic. Look, as soon as it got dark, those lights came on. Oh wow, okay, I can't believe I actually made it to a checkpoint. I feel like this has been very, very generous. Let's go to the next stage. The future is now. Indeed, the future is now. Oof. You know what? It's a good game, by the way, guys. Just remember, if you are going to order this one for your Neo Geo Plus, it'll take a bit of getting used to. You'll have to really learn the map, and I'm sure once you know the stages, you'll drive around like a true champion, not a champion like me. It's like I almost just want to be put out my misery here. Yeah, look at that little jump there. So this is Overtop, guys, one of the games you can get there. Right, I am going to go for the next game now, which let me have a look at. After Overtop, what have we got? Okay, we got Polestar. Okay, let's go Polestar. It's this one here. Let's go. Let's have a look. Yeah, a lot of those games, I mean, like SNK or Neo Geo had these really good races on there, man. Let's have a look. Drift out, zooms in and out, nice for turns, but maybe there's a licensing issue. That's one of the things that you had. That's why we never get Outrun again, you know, guys. And I really wish Sega would actually just re-release, you know, Outrun 2006 with, oh, what an intro, guys. Wow, this is worth it for the intro alone. Great thumbnail material again. But I really wish that Sega would just release Outrun 2006 as a standalone, you know, like just get rid of the Ferrari stuff in there, change the cars up a bit, and then just release the game, you know, release it again. Polestar, I have played this before, but I have to be honest, Blazing Stars is like my favorite shmup on the Neo Geo, man. I don't care how many times it says bonus, bonus, but I can say bonus all the time. In fact, I will like to record that soundtrack, and while I'm driving down the road, I will listen to a soundtrack of the game, just getting bonus, 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 bonus. That's how I am, man. I like it so darn much. Right, let's go in here. By the way, guys, I've gone into MVS mode because I don't know, it just feels, I prefer the feel of it as arcade goes, you know. You can, and what's really cool about the Mystical, you can just go here, look, you can choose your BIOS, you can choose arcade MVS, choose your video mode, and lots of other stuff here, whether you want a multi-tap, memory card plug. So the MiSTer card has a lot of stuff, you know, the memory card is built in, you don't need to buy a separate memory card and everything. So very, very interesting. Hoping, yeah, you know, Blazing Star, I just love the soundtrack at the beginning, like da da da. Just the way it kind of goes off, like off pitch, like da da da. Sounds wicked, man. What a darn good game. We're gonna go stage 1. Bonus, bonus. Nah, you know what? I'll tell you what's really annoying is Time Bokan series, when your main ship gets it and you turn into that little bike and it keeps going anchor, 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 anchor. Now that is freaking annoying, man. That is super, super annoying. Yeah, definitely need the speed there. Oh, this is a good game, man. I have played this before, guys. Oh, guys, playing this stuff on arcade stick is really, really where it's at, you know? Like, I had the DualSense controller, and I was like, you know what? Let me just plug in a fighting stick. And I'm really glad I did. Look at the way that blows up, man. So darn good. Yeah, Polestar's fantastic, man. Really, really good. I mean, I like fighting games. I've kind of gone Sam Show special because, like, when I play fighting games, I'm a Street Fighter guy. So for me, I need 2 rows of buttons, punches up top, kicks at the bottom. So when I was playing like Garou and King of Fighters, I had light punch, a heavy punch at the top, and I had light kick and heavy kick at the bottom, right? And I don't use shortcuts. If a game is 4 buttons, I only want 4 buttons. If a game is 6 buttons, I want 6 buttons. I'm used to playing like old school arcades, and as well as that, playing at tournaments. And back in the tournaments, you weren't allowed previously. Now everything's changed now, but previously, oops, you were not allowed like button combos, for example. Everything had to be done manually. So even though I know it's changed now and you can use, I just don't use button combos, you know. I want to do everything 100% manually. You know, that's the way. That's the way I've always kind of done it. So like when it comes to like Garou, I will not be able to play Garou with those 4 buttons in a row. I just can't do it. I've tried playing like the Neo Geo arcade cabs in my local arcade, and I can't do it. I've tried. Honestly, I've tried and I've tried. I can't do it. It's just too weird for fighting games like that. I got shot by the same thing twice. I deserve to die. Right, let's load up the next game. This reminds me of Hervieux a little bit, by the way, guys. So next is Samsho. Samsho 5 Special. So when it comes to Samurai Showdown 5 Special, guys, I think I will be able to handle it with 4 buttons in a row, right? Because mentally I'll adjust. I'll adjust. What's this? AES. Okay, cool. Let's go here. So I'll be able to kind of adjust with 4 buttons in a row as opposed to having 2 rows, and that's why I went for Samsho 5 Special as the game, and instead of Garou Mark of the Wolves. Damn, remember before the internet, you wouldn't always know what games were coming out. You'd walk into the arcade. Oh man, that was so good. Happy coding, that was amazing. We're talking about, like, I like the internet. I'm streaming on the internet. I use the internet a heck of a lot. But you know what, guys? Yeah, man, like I hate the internet at the same time. If I had the choice of the internet existing or not existing, honestly, I would pick the internet not existing, honestly, because man, it ruined everything. I remember as a kid going out on Saturdays, going out to like Camden Town to Mega City, or getting off at like Tottenham Court Road, Oxford Circus, and walking down to Forbidden Planet. But there was a smaller comic book shop there called Gosh. That was near there. That was probably one of my favorites. Then there was a real one hidden away under Center Point called Paradise Alley, and it was inside an alleyway. Those were wicked. Those were wicked. And then you'd go to a game shop, and the game shops were thriving. They had imports, they had regular games, and you'd pick up like Japanese boxes, and they would look so freaking good, man. But you didn't have all the internet. You know, these shops were thriving. Now with the internet, everything got centralized. We just order stuff off Amazon, man. You can't. You go to a normal shop, they'll tell you, oh, you know what, just order it on the internet. And my kids will never experience that. When my kids are like, hey, Dad, can I have a present? They go around the back of the sofa or the side of the sofa and look at my phone because I'm going on bloody Amazon. So, you know, it kind of sucks how the dynamic changed and shifted so quickly. Like I don't like shopping, but I did enjoy going out like comic book shopping, or like, you know, going to like Virgin Megastore and picking up like a Skid Row video that they did. In fact, it was a very good video saying, oh, say, can you scream? So I remember picking that up, but those days are gone. You just sit there and you just find stuff online. I've got so much entertainment, so many gadgets, hence why with the AES Plus, I'm debating, do I actually need it? Well, I'm happy with the MiSTer Core, and we know the MiSTer Core is what's getting baked into the AES Plus. Here's an advantage of the MiSTer Core. If there's any issues or any bugs, it can be updated. The issue that you have with the AES Plus is if there are any issues that surface 6 months down the line, well, tough luck, Sherman. It's baked into the hardware. You cannot change it, right? Unless obviously they do a hardware revision, but are they going to then take your device and give you another one, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely torn. If I had a channel that was like 10, 20 times the size and it was really bringing a lot of income, then it'll be a no-brainer. It'll be like, yep, get it for the channel, you know, put it out there. It's all good. You know, it'll come back in, whatever. It's like an investment. Even though I can write stuff off as expenses, I don't get that much on here to kind of get that kind of stuff going as well in most cases. What's really funny actually is I feel like a lot of algorithms have changed, like on YouTube and even on X. I feel like the stuff's not getting pushed the way it used to. Generally speaking, my numbers are down. Yeah, old school gaming. You know what? The only digital stuff that I kind of like is Steam. That's the only one that's grown on me over the years because I feel like they've done a good job. But everything else, I'm not really a fan of. I do miss the old days. I know we're getting older, so we sound like old men now. You know, when we were younger and you know, when we were in our like late teens or 20s, and you get an old guy, and the old guy would be like, it was much better in my day. And you'd be like, who's this crusty old man talking about it? I guess, you know, now we are that old man. Let me test something here. I don't want, the brightness kind of ruins it a bit, but does it look, let me put it up a little bit. So maybe that looks a little bit better. Or does it look worse? I'm not quite sure. Right, let's go with Samsho. Now the buttons for this, I don't know how they're going to be. Let's have a look. So A is going to be light slash, okay. B is going to be medium. Yeah, I've got my, oh, A and B is, yeah, I've got them vertical instead of horizontal. Okay, see, this is so weird, that lie down in there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. For any kind of Sam Show players out there, how do you feel about that ducking thing, man? That's really, really weird. Right, okay. And guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then press that like button. It really, really does help. And obviously, if you're subscribed to the channel, then freaking awesome, man. I love you too. Grenadalicious. That's such a cool name. The new Neo Geo is a MiSTer. No, so the AES, the new Neo Geo AES Plus that's coming out is actually using the MiSTer FPGA core, or it might be like a variation of it, but essentially it is the MiSTer core. It might be tweaked, there might be some other stuff there, but that's exactly what it is. It is the MiSTer core. So what we're doing here is we're looking at the bird that we have in hand rather than the bird that is in the bush, right? We've got access to the MiSTer, most people do. In fact, there's a port of this core for the analog pocket as well, but I feel like, yeah, you know, I like the analog pocket core, to be honest. I do like the analog pocket core. I find it absolutely fine as well. But I feel like, you know, MiSTer's MiSTer, man. So this is a game that's, see, this is if you're not into like deep, heavy combos and crazy execution, this is a really good game, because a lot of it is, you know, poke, 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 go for a heavy slash, you know. Like really, this is a very, very different, a very, very different fighting game. I like, by the way, Samurai Showdown, the one that came out in 2019, is fantastic. I want to do a command grab, man. I really like his. No, you need to be dead. Like literally, there can't be a pixel between you guys. Like here you go. Yeah, so the 2019 one, I still play that. I like it because I can do all the moves on a D-pad, so I can play it on a handheld. So I do like that one. A Plus uses the MiSTer core as a basic for designing the ASIC chips. It's not exactly the same, i.e. the sound is implemented more accurately according to, oh, okay, that's cool. So there are things there, you know, and hopefully there will be changes and hopefully there will be advantages. But I do hope the sound that, say, gets implemented more accurately. Man, look at that. He got me with a command grab. And I did try and get him. So, yeah. So, hopefully those changes can come back to the MiSTer core. That would be great. Oof. Wow. Okay. Well, that finish him. Yeah, the 2019. Yeah, do you know what? I really like it. I like playing it online. On the PC, they've given it a really good... a very, very good netcode. It's got rollback netcode and it's fantastic. Like, I like playing it. If anyone wants to play it once in a while, I'll play it. But I'll tell you guys now, I am the scrub. I play it on, I'll play it obviously via Wi-Fi. Either on the Steam Deck or the GPD Win Mini, and I like playing it on there. I can do all the moves, and I haven't played it for a while, so it's something that I need to get reacquainted with and kind of learn it. But it is such a fun game. It plays very, very different. I've got a friend who's not really great at fighting games, but he finds playing Samurai Showdown to be like quite okay. He's like, yeah, it's a cool darn game, man. He gets on with it really, really well. And you know, this is a guy that can't really do combos. So if you like fighting games and you've always had an issue with how the combos work, then I would strongly recommend trying the Sam Show series, right? You can play them on Fightcade. There's a lot of people that play it, but Fightcade, you usually get the hardcore people on there. So generally the bar's quite high in most cases. The 2019 version is fantastic, but you need friends to play. I have not found a random game on that. I never find anyone random on that. It's a shame because it's such a great game. I tried playing the new Garrow recently on a handheld, City of Wolves, but there's a lot of like cancel into other stuff and all these colors start flying out. So not sure how I kind of feel about that. Hopefully if I play someone rubbish like me, it'll be all right. But I end up playing like people that are just juggling me all around, man. It's very difficult to win. That's why sometimes I prefer the older games where you know, when you look at classic Street Fighter 2 all the way up till Super Turbo, the combos that you do are like one kind of sequence. You don't get like a whole cancel after it and it just keeps continuing, going on for like 30 seconds, right? You do the combo, you'll either get a knockdown or they'll get pushed back enough where you then get your goal. In these new games, it's like boom, 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 boom. It just keeps going, it just keeps going, it just keeps going. It just never ever freaking ends, you know? That's one of my kind of dislikes about Lonely Wolf. Let's go team battle. We'll go for Team Blondie. Right, okay, cool. So yeah, that's something with the newer games. I mean, Third Strike I know well. I know you can continue a combo in there for quite a bit, but all these ones with these like special cancels and all these other mechanics in there. Oof. So that's the roll button, right? Okay, cool. And we should have a grenade button as well. Oh, flame. Flame is always good. This is a good game, man. This is well worth getting. Both are good. Shock Troopers 1 and 2. I kind of like the art direction better for Shock Troopers 1. Even though you could say from a technical standpoint, Shock Troopers 2 is better. But yeah, the art direction in Shock Troopers 1, it feels more from, you know, truer to that era of the arcade. Man, good game. Hey, who doesn't like a freeway? Whoops, I meant to press this. Who doesn't like a freeway? Had to reach over. Man, I pressed my roll there, never mind. I'm pretty sure I'll go right here now, yep. And see, epic game here, man. I think you fight a helicopter now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, this is a good game. I feel like, you know, if you're picking up an additional game, this is a really, really good one. I mean, this is what arcade gaming was all about, man. Running through there and getting a helicopter and shooting it down. Here we go. We've got the Vulcan now. Oh, he's dead. And I think I'm down to the last man, maybe? Oops. Okay. Man, this is a really, really good game. And again, a really good game to play with friends as well. And you know what's really cool? I've got the... what's that stick? I've got the TR fight stick, the octopus fight stick, and that works on Neo Geo. So I should be able to play 2 players on that using the different sticks. So that's really cool. Let's load up the next game. And what is that? Okay, Turf Masters. Wicked. Was it Neo Geo Turf Masters or was it just Turf Masters? Let's find out. I think it's Neo Geo Turf Masters. Let's go to N. Here we go. Neo Geo Turf Masters. Now, the one that they have has the additional courses. So that's called Neo Turf Masters. That's it. Thank you there, buddy. Great delicious. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so you know what? Tapper's reviews. What do you prefer? Do you prefer Shock Troopers 1 or do you prefer Shock Troopers 2? Because I like number 2 as well, but I think I prefer number 1. I think number 1's really, really good. It just I like everything about it, the art direction, the whole lot. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully we get a good attract mode on this one. Right, okay. Guys, if you are enjoying this, press that like button. It really helps. And obviously, if you're talking here, you'll subscribe. But if you do want to get involved in a conversation, then subscribe to the channel and you can get chatting. Shock Troopers 2 is good. Definitely preferred the hand draw pixel art over the rendered style. Yeah, I don't know. I like number 1. I like number 2 as well. But yeah, number 1 it just feels wicked. Why were some games exclusive to MVS, AES, or CD? As far as I know, was there anything that was exclusive to the home console that wasn't in the arcade? I mean, AES was just you can buy this cartridge for your house without having like an arcade cabinet or machine or a super gun or whatever's required. But that was AES, but I'm not quite sure. Obviously, there were some exclusive games for the CD. The Neo Geo CD core on this is really good as well. I can't remember who implemented that. Might have been Paul BNL, man. This Paul BNL guy is freaking amazing. What a superstar. Whenever he gets involved in something, it just becomes better. It just becomes amazing, you know. And this is Paul BNL. Just most recently, someone reached out to me in a DM saying, look, did you see what they've added to like the Game Boy core? And I've got it in the news video that's airing in 3 hours and a bit. So essentially what they did is they so with the Game Boy, where we've got a Game Boy, let's say a Game Boy Color, and it's got some really nice shaders, effects, filters for it. But that Game Boy, when you're playing it on your LCD screen or your LED or your modern screen, right? Because it's backlit, you're not kind of getting that same effect. Everything's more lit up, right? So what Paul BNL done is he's made these color correction things where your screen looks closer to a Game Boy Color screen, as if you're playing a Game Boy Color back in the day. And he's done a cracking job of it as well. So I kind of mentioned that when I covered the unstable cores and the test builds, but not in detail. And you know, I got contacted earlier and they gave me examples of it and I was like, wow, this looks really good. So I mentioned it in the video. Yo, Radical Bite in the house. How are you, Ryan, man? Hope everything's well. We're just going through, we've gone through the games that are coming in the AES Plus, and the kind of theme of this video has been, you know, a bird in hand. We've got an excellent MiSTer core. Someone rightfully pointed out with the AES Plus, it will likely have better sound than what the MiSTer has. And it's a Mother's Day today. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I guess I didn't take my wife out. My son was with me. My son took the wife out. So there you go. But guys, this is the best golf game out there. Very, very relaxing, chilling game to get. And look, only Neo Geo, right, can make golf this cool. Look at the FMV you got at the beginning. It almost makes, look, the intro here, Neo Turf Masters, it makes it look like you're playing some kind of fighting game. Yeah, Cross Swords 2 was released on CD and okay, not arcade. So I know with Cross Swords 2, there's a patch to get it working on the normal Neo Geo core, because I've got that, I think, for the Analog Pocket, where it just works on that. Guys, this is so darn smooth. Best golf game. Nothing will ever come close to this. I don't care. Take your Tiger Woods and take him back to the damn woods. Neo Geo Turf Masters is the darn best. Right, okay, let's go. What's the next game we are looking at? And let's have a look. Okay, so, oh, is it Twin? Okay, I'm looking at the kind of MAME zips here. But it's Twin something, so let's go. Was it Twinkle Star Sprites? This is the other one, right? Yeah, this is game number 10, we kind of had a look at them alphabetically, I think, because I had like the videos of the MAME zips. That's how I've got my videos organized. And they were there, and yeah, it had that there. So yeah, Twinkle Star Sprites ADK Alpha Denchi, man. I think that's Alpha Denchi, right? Absolutely amazing. Look at this, man. Like, this is what Neo Geo had it like. The art direction, the attract mode for this, it was just so good. And it's difficult to replicate now. There's a lot of indie games that I like. I like the way they look. I like everything that's happening with those. But you know what? Those indie games, they just don't, they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the stuff that, like, for example, Sarumaru are doing with Nyanja. Looks really, really good. But I don't know, maybe it was just something, yeah, it had to happen in that era for it to work. Don't worry, it's Mother's Day in the US. Oh, okay, I didn't know we had them on separate days. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if my kids got my wife something for Mother's Day, she'd probably tell them, look, man, don't give in to Saint Marketing Day, right? She's like, look, Valentine's, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Kids Day, Dog's Day, Disabled Neighbours Day, whatever hell she got, it's just, she's really, really not into that. And I really like it because honestly, I never ever remember my wedding anniversary, and my wife's cool with that. My wife is 100% cool with that. She really doesn't care for that, and I have never cared for that as well. We did for the first couple of years, but now it doesn't, right? The way I see it is, Mrs. Pixel is good to me all the time, so I have to be good to her all the time. I don't need a particular day for me to tell me, you know what, let's be good to Mrs. Pixel today, and for 364 days I am going to be a POS to her. That is not how it works. It's like, just be good all the time, you know, spontaneous. I'll be like, you know what, like, she's so cool, right? So the reason I've changed the videos to like a daily thing now is, so Friday, like, I'd be coming home really, really late, and I knew she didn't like it, but she accepted it. She was like, look, cool, if that frees up your Saturday, then cool. And I was coming home shattered at like 10:30, 11, like really, really tired, to the point of all I wanted to do was literally brush my teeth and go straight to sleep, right? And I realized it was bugging, and I was like, you know what, I've done it for like a couple of months. And then I said to her, look, I'm changing up the format. I kind of discussed it with her. I said, what I might do is, rather than staying really late on a Friday, I might just stay behind an extra hour at work just to get the video done, and when I come home, I'm completely done. I'm all yours. Like, and she was like, that sounds better. I said, sometimes I can come home and do it, and it's so far it's working really, really good. It just means I'm not doing as much editing on the videos. I'm just giving you guys raw news. If I can add an intro and outro, I will. But like earlier on when I done the video, I had to run out, so I just uploaded it as it is. So you guys are getting the news, but you may not get all the fancy bells and whistles of the editing with it. Not that my editing was top notch anyway, but it just saves so much time, and I'm getting the news out there. By the way, guys, what does everyone think of that Dusk, that new Zelda Twilight Princess? I tried playing that and I never got into it, but I'm wondering whether to try like this native PC port now, just for me to try, just to add it onto maybe the Steam Deck or my GPD Win Mini. Right, let's give this a little bit of a go. Is this like a puzzle shmup type of game, man? I can't remember it, but let's not watch this. Let's go here. I think that someone correct me if I'm wrong, but is this something that came out for the Sega Saturn? Have we got this on the Sega Saturn? It just seems familiar. I'm pretty sure we've got this on the Sega Saturn. But this is cool. I like the fact that it's using a 4x3 screen as essentially two Tate mode screens for like a two-player versus battle type of thing. I mean, this is an interesting game as well. I'm quite happy with the lineup. I really wish, like, so if there was a few games that I could add there, I would have gone for KOF 98 instead of KOF 2002, and I would have wanted Blazing Star in there because I really like that game as well. That would have been really, really good to get. But hey, you know what? It's cool that we're getting it. A lot of guys are going to be happy that never had the opportunity to get a Neo Geo. Will get that Neo Geo now. Can confirm, or I have it on my. Oh, thank you very much, man. I thought it was when I'm doing like Sega Saturn streams. By the way, guys, absolutely love the Sega Saturn. I bet 90. It should be, man. It should be. I saw like a really funny meme where someone was having math difficulties and they didn't know the answer. And basically the answer was 98, I think. And they said the best King of Fighters game, and you see him put the answer as 2002, which was quite funny because obviously the answer was like 100 minus 2, and he was like, best KOF game 2002 instead of 98. So that was really funny. So guys, I think what we should do now, okay, let's do another kind of round of this. And Neo Geo just had it, man. We're like Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, PC Engine, they had the charm. It's like, you know, the Neo Geo back then had the horsepower, and you can see it in just how much meatier and beefier everything is. It's just, you know, you can tell Neo Geo from something like obviously a Super Nintendo. I remember, to be honest, there's a lot of not a lot of Neo Geo games, but stuff like World Heroes, I really got into that because of playing it and having it on the Super Nintendo, and I loved it on there. And obviously playing the Neo Geo version is really, really cool. There's one gripe that I have with Neo Geo, and it's because different developers made it, but it's super annoying, and I'll show you. Now, what we're going to look at now, guys, is we are going to look at games that we would like to see come over as like Wave 2, right? So one of them, so I always thought I like World Heroes 1 and 2 I know. Perfect I kind of liked. So World Heroes Jet, a friend of mine said is better than Perfect, so we'll go with that, right? But the World Heroes games will be nice to see. Now, what's really annoying is when you play King of Fighters and you play Garou, so light punch is A, light kick is B, hard punch is C, and hard kick is D, right? But when you play any of the World Hero games, it changes to A is light punch, so that button's the same, but then B becomes hard punch, C becomes light kick, and D becomes hard kick. So essentially your light punch and your hard kick are in the right place, but your hard punch and your light kick are swapped over. And it's really annoying because, you know, if you can't change your controls on like the AES Plus and you get used to a certain thing, because your muscle memory, it doesn't matter what fighting game you play, you're generally gonna press the button somewhere for your punch and your kicks, and you want them to be in that placement. That's where you want them to be. But if all of a sudden you're trying to do a combo, and you're trying to do a combo where you're doing light punch into light kick, and all of a sudden instead of light kick you're getting hard punch because different teams they made the layout different, which I find really annoying. So it's like light hard instead of light hard. It was light hard, like punches and kicks first. So that was really, really annoying. So when I play this, I kind of have to do the buttons again. So which is, okay, so A, now B is going to be hard punch, which is here. So I've had to change them up slightly. Okay, and look, these shortcut buttons, I'm really, really not into them, man. Just really, really not into them. Nothing wrong with using them if they help you. Like, for example, if you're playing on a particular controller, you may, like for example, if you want the three buttons for Blanca's hop in Super Turbo, it might be hard to do if you're playing on a PlayStation controller, depending on your layout, to get those three buttons regularly and then put other buttons into it. So I get it for some pad players, but on an arcade stick, all I want is the original. I just want the original buttons. Whatever it was in the arcade is what I want. Would love to see spin. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Windjammers. I really like that game. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the game more to watch and the idea of it than when I start playing it, because when I start playing it, I just realize I'm really, really crap at it, just like I am at many games. But it's such a stylish game. No one has ever made Frisbee so much fun. Like, who would have thought Frisbee would be so freaking amazing, right? Only Neo Geo could have done a game about ironing bloody clothes, and it would have been bloody funny, right? It would have been, you would have got like a Turf Master style of intro. It would have been wicked. It would have been the best ironing game out there, right? You know, you could iron clothes, and your missus are coming and go, I always iron your clothes, and they do that. Okay, so you don't use the third button. Okay. So sorry, that was World Heroes Perfect, where it's got like light punch, light kick. The earlier World Heroes had 3 buttons, right? So okay, cool. Right, so have I... Okay, now I've kind of done it right. I've got one at the bottom, so that's cool. I'm going to be... So you can be... I know a lot of people like Captain Kid over here. You know, I'm going to be really boring, and I'm going to go Hanzo, because Hanzo has the moveset of Ken and Ryu, essentially. So, what is this? Oh, right. Because they've got death matches and stuff in here, which is really good with interactive arenas. Look how stylish this is. Absolutely... wow, like seriously cool freaking potatoes, man. Look at that, the whole intro, everything there, just wow. Did he have double jump? Yeah, he did. And their hurricane kick is weird because they go back a bit first. Whoops. I think guys, do you remember what came out for the SNES? Was it World Heroes? Was it World Heroes 1 only? Because I'm pretty sure we had World Heroes 1 and 2 for it. Oh, Hervieux has a Neo Geo stick. Not sure if they're any good. Oh, okay, no, nice. I mean, Hervieux have got good stuff. The only downside of Hervieux stuff is you're getting everything 3D printed. I don't think they've gone out and they haven't injection molded anything. So, you know, you're getting 3D printed stuff. But to be honest, my Pixel memory stick is 3D printed and that's absolutely fine. Like, it's a banging stick. I need to use it more, to be honest. But honestly, once you have the Octopus fight stick, you end up not using any other stick. Like, it's such a good stick. I've only used the 8-bit Do one today. Oh, actually, you do use other sticks because I use the 8-bit Do one for convenience because it's just easy. I've got the 2.4 gigahertz, the RF dongle connected to the MiSTer. It's always there. I've modded it with a Samwa stick. I've modded it with, let me see if I can bring it up here in front. There you go, guys. That's what I'm using to play. So you can, I've modded it with a Samwa stick. 6 buttons are Samwa. The 2 red buttons at the end are default. And it's just an easy one to play. But for example, now, if I was to go on Fightcade and play competitively, I would need either the Octopus arcade stick or my tournament edition stick for the 360, which is kind of retired now after the Octopus stick. But I like the Octopus stick because I've got all the adapters. I can just connect it directly to my PlayStation 2, my Dreamcast. My Nintendo 64, in the rare instance I do want to play Killer Instinct or something, I can connect it to a Neo Geo as well. So it has a lot of these cables and things going for it, which is really, really darn good. Right, okay. So this is one where it changes the buttons now. So you've got, there you go. See that B? That will be bloody light kick in KOF. Or Garu. So you need to kind of change the buttons around, which is something that I find annoying. I do want an Octopus stick, but after getting a MiSTer and it's well worth it. You know, if you've got a lot of original hardware, okay, it's hard to recommend only if you're going to use it for like one device, right? But if you've got multiple devices, you know, stuff like the Switch, the PlayStation 3, 4, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Neo Geo. If you've got all these different systems out there, then it is literally one stick to rule them all. Really, really nice guy that's doing it as well. And also the guy, he had an interview on the channel with me, Eunice, the owner and like the main guy behind it. He kind of, you know what, let's go. Should we go this guy, Dragon? So he mentioned that he wants to do a light version of the stick. So it has it has the stick and it has the quality, but it loses some of the functionality. And he's aiming to kind of get it around for around half the price. I don't know the movesets in here, man, with this guy. Oh, there you go. He's still got that. You know what? I should have been him. I think he's got chart. He's basically guided, if I remember correctly. By the way, this game is brutally hard. I've got it for the Switch. I love playing it on the Switch, but I get battered on the Switch, man. And nothing changes over here. Love the bell sound for this as well. All right, let's have a look. Checking my phone. Wicked, man. My kid must be having fun there, man. So it's gone to an area around... He's like, how did he? My youngest one is 10. I don't remember him having a Royale type move, but I don't know, you know, like a lightning legs kind of. So yeah, so he's gone there to like this theme park kind of place with his school friend, and then he's going back there. I need to pick him up from his friend's house. Whoops. Nice. Do you know a brawler that I really like on the Super Nintendo is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter. What a great game, guys. What a great game. Oh man, he just kicked me out of my super. Okay, we won that one. Let's get out of here before I lose the next one. Pixel, does your 10-year-old like? Nah, they don't like retro games, man. They don't like. Literally, when they were younger, I completed some stuff with them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've done a stream with my youngest one where we completed Cadillac and Dinosaurs. Oh, we got some aftermarket stuff here as well. I forgot about that. Right, okay, what's our kind of wish list that we're having a look at? Someone mentioned the game actually in here. What was it that someone mentioned in chat? Yeah. Ooh, Neo Double Dragon. There was a game that they mentioned and I was like, yeah, we'll have a look at that. Oh, I'm really sorry, I've forgotten it. Guys, any requests, put them in block capitals. But I'm looking at stuff over here. Neo Double Dragon, let's go that. That's the fighting game. It might just be Double Dragon then. I know we've got Rage of the Dragons. Now it's going to be interesting because I may have to go in and change the controls slightly. So let's see what happens there. Viewpoint, cool man. Yeah, Viewpoint, good isometric shot. I like the sequel. Yuzo Tibi, have you tried the Viewpoint sequel on the Nintendo 64? I think it's really good. Aero Fighters 2, wicked, happy coding. If you can put it in block capitals, it does help if I need to go through and scan through the previous chat. What the heck are we looking at here? Double Dragon. Wow. Okay. So let's see what the buttons are. A is B hard. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So this is the layout. So there's two layouts. One like this and one King of Fighters. So this is this one, which is similar to the one for World Heroes Perfect. So I'll have them in a row, and that's the most annoying thing that I found out about with the Neo Geo. You know, it was just the buttons being essentially vertical instead of horizontal. By the way, guys, if you want to put, wow, okay, Amon looks cool, but you know what? I feel like Billy's gonna have like a normal fireball thing. So I was going to say, yeah, so you can play a lot of this stuff on Fightcade. If you've got a friend, Fightcade is really good just to go through and play all these games on, you know, like it is fantastic. Great soundtrack as well. Okay, we done it, boys. You guys ever noticed the music freezing? Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll turn the sound up. We'll do Aero Fighters. I think Aero Fighters 2 next, right? Let me just do one more round of this, because if not, I'm gonna bloody forget. Well, I like the daytime change. Proper drunken style there, I like it. Man, that's so cool. Are we gonna win it? Yeah, we won it. Right, let's do Aero Fighters. Where someone said, I'm gonna turn the sound up for Aero Fighters, so you guys tell me, guys. You guys tell me. Let me blast it up a bit. My volume might be not great. Aero Fighters 2. Right, let's check this out. So let's see if the music freezes. I'm going to turn my sound up as well because I don't have headphones on. I usually, to be honest, I could have headphones on now. I've only got, you know, one of my youngest kid is out. My mum is at her sister's, so I won't get, you know, random like dementia mum knocking on the door, confused about stuff. So I've just really become used to not wearing headphones. I mean, it feels lower the sound than the other games. Okay, let's go here. Let's see if the sound cuts out. By the way, if the sound cuts out on the stable version, we are using the latest version of the unstable core, which I can show you here, was updated on the 6th of this month, which was 4 days ago. So good stuff there. Right, okay, let's go. 2 buttons, okay. So instead of going, I like the layout I've got now is better for these games. I've got vertical. Guys, if you are enjoying this stream, then press that like button. It really, really does help out. You know, you always got to be Dolphin dude, right? Shall I be little baby from the UK? Dolphin. So darn cool, man. Guys, if you're into vertical shmups, there's something really, really good coming out soon. But I can't say. I cannot say. All I can say is there's a good vertical shmup coming out from a developer that's really been smashing it recently. Yeah, I can't. It's not for me to say. But all I'll say is watch this space. So, guys, whoever was saying about the sound here, if it does cut out, because my one's quite low even on my TV. Oh yeah, yeah, man, look at that. House prices are rocketing, and these ones are literally rocketing at you, flying off like one. That power-ups. Wow, this is where it was, man. Honestly, it makes such a big difference playing this on an arcade stick compared to a controller. It just feels right, you know. Did I lose my life there? No, I don't think I did. Right, anyway. Yo. Oh, is Ninja the best in this, yeah? So, no, oh, sorry, I was reading the chat there. Oh, glad I didn't die. Did someone say Hoffman? Hoffman is freaking awesome, guys. Really need the auto fire. I can just turn it on this stick. Well, actually, it's baked in the MiSTer as well. I can just turn on MiSTer's auto fire. But you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to spam that button here. Oh, I thought I nearly took that shot there, but wow, okay, that was close. Oh man, I think I didn't get that power up. Oops, ah! No! I was trying to turn auto fire on. Did good work. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, that was you know what? I was trying to bloody turn off. Right, okay. Just noticed PVM effect in the upper right corner. That's pretty cool. Yeah, do you know what? I thought I would. That's actually my PVM. I'm filming it with my phone. There you go. Hello, guys. Yeah. Yo, Sinisterman, how are you doing? All right. Okay. I'm hoping the sound is okay, guys. I'm going to turn it down a little bit now. If you want to capture, okay, shutter speed FPS, you can on the phone, but you have that on Black. Oh, okay. I'll have to get this Blackmagic camera app. Cool. Thank you for that, Sinisterman. I'll definitely use that. I thought this was just nice because I done a stream yesterday where I filmed the Saturn with a screen, having a look at like an adapter. So that was interesting. Let's see. Did we get anything else in here? Must be Hoffman. Okay. Oh yeah, someone said viewpoint, didn't they? Let's go viewpoint. I'm always interested in your viewpoint, guys. Always feel free to share. Wacko Wacko 7 is nuts as well, man. Such a darn good game. Absolutely amazing. So guys, if you are enjoying this stream and you love FPGA gaming, then press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen and Gok over there, man. Kind of like the channel mascots, man. Karen has her admirer, Mr. Gok, also known as Hyperman. And he's always around there with Karen these days. We still have the solo Karen ones, but Gok is there. You ain't doing Chivos. What's Chivos? I don't know what Chivos is. I have no idea what Chivos is. Is that some kind of crisps? I wonder what shmup you're referring to. ZBF or Project Neon? Oh, Project Neon, I've been speaking to the developer of that actually regarding the upcoming game that's going to give online capabilities to the Neo Geo called Overserved. See, that's one of the reasons I want to buy the Neo Geo AES Plus, is to run those aftermarket cartridges like that one and kind of show them on the channel. Guess still remains to be seen. Let's see what finances are saying closer to the time. If you do want to support this great cause of the PCN channel, you can become a channel member or a patron. You get early access to the news videos. In fact, the news video that's going out in 3 hours is already available on there. So you do get some stuff in return. Not a lot. Is it great value? Probably not. But if you want to support and you've got extra cash, you can do so. I can use that to buy stuff on the channel. I know when I got myself the game bub, I think my Patreon contributed to like a good 60% of that, 60-70%, and then I just paid the rest of it out there. Man, I love the sequel for this on the N64, and you know, it's so true to the original in how it plays. It's darn awesome. I wanted to see what that was. What a darn good game. This will be a really good one to bring out as well on the AES Plus, just like most of the games out there, you know. Oh. Okay. Kind of look at the volume there. That one might be a little bit tad too loud. Let me turn that down a bit. Damn it, that was just me sucking. Right, okay. One game I do want to have a look at here, guys, where we had a look at the Double Dragon game. There's another Double Dragon game. They claim AES Plus will run all AES games, and I'm assuming its printed cart will work. Yeah, so the games backwards and forwards. New games will work on old games will work on new. So that sounds cool. Right, this game here, I really like this game, but I don't fully get this game. I've never fully understood it. I think it looks beautiful. You know, maybe the second best looking fighter after Garou. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys will disagree. But it's really, really interesting. But it's never really clicked. I only went to one. When we used to go to fighting game sessions, people used to invite you around their house and say, look, there's a session, or you'd hear a one, and they say, look, come around. You know, if you're decent at a game, I'd get invited. One of my friends was wicked, so he used to get invited everywhere. So I used to end up going to some real hardcore circles. And yeah, they'd invite you around. I remember this guy was playing this over there, and it's the only time like I've played this game where someone kind of knew what they were doing. Obviously I didn't, but I've always been fascinated by this game. It's Rage of the Dragons. It's set in the Double Dragon world in the universe. I feel like this is a little oh, okay, I think Rage of the Dragon is a prequel to, oh, okay, Matrimony. Matrimony's fantastic, where you got the grandmother chucking her teeth out, man. Absolutely amazing. I mean, there's a game where you can be a granny and a granddad, and it's nuts, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. Matrimony is another, yeah, it's an amazing fighter, man. Not something I played back in the day, but yeah, man, I just looked at it and I was like, what? There's an old granny chucking the dentures out at you? Breakers is wicked, man. One of my favorite games. Wicked game. Last Blade 2, again, absolutely superb. Yeah, you know what? So Garou looks amazing. Both the Last Blade 1 and 2 look amazing. And I feel like this Rage of the Dragons looks good as well. But I think, Happy Coding, I kind of have to agree with you. When it comes to the art direction, you know, if there was a Neo Geo game that was to go into a museum, right? And you were going to get all like the posh guys with their wine, nibbling a bit of cheese and going, yeah, this looks superb. Last Blade 2 would be that game. The sound, the background, wow. It just captures it really, really well. Right, let's see if we've got the buttons the right way. If B is hard punch, no, so I'd quickly need to change them back to the other way. So, all right, okay. By the way, guys, what is select used for in the Neo Geo? Like, what is select used for? I'm not sure I even had a Neo Geo. I haven't had one Neo Geo. I don't remember what I could use. So, guys, this is a tag game. So you've got obviously people from there, and you have to be very quick what you pick. So we'll go Billy. And I'll pick, oh man, that guy's got some proper man boobs there. I think Jimmy here has like a dragon punch. So all good there. Ah, okay, select pause in the AES. Cool, cool. No, there's a separate button for coin that we put here. Okay, that makes sense. So you can pause stuff. So sometimes it might be well worth playing the AES. AES gave you a limited number of credits, so you couldn't complete a game. You couldn't just brute force your way through it. Forgot what was it to change now? There we go. I think he's got Fireball Dragon, so we should be good. Oof. See, like a lot of craziness going on. I really like this game, and I never played this in the arcade. I discovered this game strictly via emulation. You know, you've got that custom combo stuff going on there. A lot of stuff happening. Oh, look at that. Cool looking stuff here. No idea how to do those custom combos or anything. Oof. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if one of your characters gets knocked down, it's like Tekken Tag. You're out. Let's find out. I think if Billy gonna come in? Yeah. So if one of your characters dies, like Tekken Tag, that's Kizuna Encounter. Let's check that out. I know that game. I've definitely played it, obviously, while doing streams and checking stuff out for the Neo Geo. But it's not a game I'm crazy familiar with. But let's check that out. But guys, Neo Geo is freaking amazing, man. Very good core that we have on the MiSTer FPGA. And, you know, the AES Plus is good. Anyone that wants that physical feel, a lot of people like going for that. Like, for example, when it comes to the MiSTer Pi, a lot of people, sorry, not the MiSTer Pi, the Superstation 1, a lot of people want it for its ability with the SuperDock to play their physical collection. Now, that doesn't really appeal to me. Not mainly because I don't have much of a physical collection, but, you know, if I can play a ROM and it's equally as good and there are no advantages there, I don't feel it. But I get how some people like the nostalgia. They want that stuff. They've got the big collection. They want to put it in there. Cool. I get that. I get that. Then you know what? You guys are good with that, right? But for me, nah, not necessarily there. So I do get it with the AES Plus where people want that and they want to support the work in order to get more stuff up. So that's good. Yo, Show 77, how you doing there, man? Thank you for dropping by. I'm actually surprised. I thought I'd get a text from my wife by now. I haven't, but I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to wrap up the stream in about, it's 5:13 p.m. here in the UK. I'm going to go for like another 17 minutes, roughly speaking. And then I'll kind of end it. Possibly longer. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. Okay, this game looks banging, man. Let's see. Hopefully the buttons are the right way, please. If not, I'm not going to change them this time. Right, okay. Let's see. What's A? Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just going to go ahead and play. Wow, the characters in here look darn cool, man. Okay, let's be this Mezu. Oh, tag team. All right, let's go. So we got a little bit of tag team action. That's quite funny. His name is Mezu and he's a starter. It kind of reminds me of Meze, you know, starter. Was it in Greek restaurants where he used to go? Meze, the starter thing. Guys, if you are enjoying this, press that like button. It really does help. Wow, this game looks cool. I'm actually not sure if I've played this, man. Doesn't seem like D does anything. This is, oh wow. How do I change? No idea how I change. You look, you know when you play fighting games, they become interesting when you play against another human. Oh, it worked out how to change it. Maybe it's the D button I need to press. Yeah, it probably is that actually. Wow, look at that, man. We got Guile there and this other dude. I always wanted to get real Neo Geo cartridges in my collection. I like how wicked. Yeah, Neo Geo is so darn stylish. Let's go with this dude now. Is this game out? Is this one of the ones that they released for Steam recently? Oh, nice. Ah, okay, that's the change. Right, cool. Nice. This is a really cool game, by the way, guys. Okay, we won 2 fights there. Right, okay. You know what? There's a game that's on my wish list for the AES Plus, and I think this is the game we should... This game here. Polestar's good, but I feel like this would have been wicked if this came out. Oh, DOJ, that's the Cave Shmups, right? World Heroes Perfect got a Steam version. With online multiplayer recently. Yeah, that's cool, man. I haven't bought it because I wouldn't have time to play it. And I don't know if I'll be able to play it on a pad. I only buy like the games on Steam, fighting games. Well, actually, no, I bought City of Wolves, I bought Street Fighter 6. But like the ones that I really like playing are the ones that I know I can play on a controller and do all the moves. So Sam's Show 2019 is a good contender for that. Okay. Bonus. You know what? I like this game, and I don't even know like the full mechanics of it and everything. It's just something that I play once in a while and I think, wow, what a darn good game. I've definitely come to the conclusion that for me this is the best horizontal shmup like of all time. You know, it tops even like the ones I grew up playing in the arcade, stuff like UN Squadron, stuff like R-Type. R-Type's difficult. Dragon Breathe, for example, Parodius, Nemesis, all those ones there. I just really like this, man. Very, very stylish game. Brilliant soundtrack. Ba, ba, ba. Kind of get like Hervieux vibes for this. See, this definitely deserves a cartridge release, man. You know what's going to be interesting is, are you going to be able to use like a converter to play your MVS games on the AES Plus the way you can on a normal Neo Geo? That'd be interesting. And what was interesting is, you know that 161 in 1? If you bought the MVS version a little while ago, it was like £60, and the AES version for some reason was a lot more. It was like 150. It's probably gone up now since the announcement of the AES Plus. But guys, this is a fantastic game. If you haven't played this already, play this on your MiSTer now. Really, really darn good game. Okay. What a game, guys. Look at that, guys. The Neo Geo has told me your skill is great. Absolutely amazing. It knows. It knows. Still no message from wife, right? Good stuff. Oops. Oof. Okay, cool, cool. Right, what else have we got here? Can I see anything else popping up there in chat? Okay, get ready. Z-Blade, Z-Blade, Z-Blade. Okay, not familiar with that game actually. Let's have a look at Z-Blade. Right, let's check this out. Not familiar with this game, guys. Maybe when it will run, I'll recognize it. Let's have a look. Just want to make sure. Okay, all good. Nothing here from my wife yet. Good stuff. Oh, okay. NMK. Wow, that's interesting. I like some of the arcade games from NMK. I wasn't actually aware that they created games or they made games for the Neo Geo. Is this an aftermarket game that I've got? Is this a full Neo Geo game? Z-Blade is a meh, in my opinion. Well, I'm not too familiar with this, but let's kind of see. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen there, or do it for Hyperman over there, who absolutely loves Karen over there. Loves her. Go. Okay, let's have a look. So we'll go middle person, the general rule. Shot 3-way, yeah, let's go. Missile homing, yeah. Rear 2-way, yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. I'm kind of curious as to, okay, this feels like NMK, doesn't it, right? It's got NMK written all over it, where NMK did good games, but they never had the finesse of some of the other developers on Neo Geo. You know, the people that made, say, Shock Troopers or the Alpha Denchi stuff. You know, NMK made good games. I like some of their games. There's that one where you like the little seal. It's a shmup, a cute 'em up. It's quite difficult. They've made some other games that I like as well. So I'm not criticizing them or putting them down. But they had this, like, for example, like their stuff felt closer to games on the Amiga than games on the Neo Geo. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but when you look at this, you know, if someone said to you, oh, this is a shmup for the Amiga, you would kind of believe it in how it looks, right? You know, where if someone said to you, oh, Blazing Star or Metal Slug is something that is out for the Amiga, you'd be like, this doesn't seem Amiga. I mean, you'd be happy if you had it on the Amiga, but I mean, am I wrong in saying that, guys? Are you? I mean, Happy Coding, if you're still there, what do you think? Does this look like something that would have been out on the Amiga? Because I'm definitely getting those Amiga-ish, shmuppish vibes. By the way, it's not a bad game. Feels kind of all right. What's the other button? I want to see the bomb. Cool. Okay, interesting. Right. Had a quick look at that. I want to go through a few games in this stream. There's a game that I really like. I really like it. It's kind of like a shmup, but I kind of think of it as, do you know that game on the Master System called Ninja, which we all loved, right? Imagine if the power of the Neo Geo was around at the time and they wanted to make a modern version of Ninja, or this is what they had. This is what you would get. It is freaking amazing, man. Okay, but it looks more like a Mega Drive game. No, that's a fair point. Definitely reminds me of Amiga. Prehistoric High is also quite good fun. Prehistoric High, was that a Neo Geo game, or was that an NMK game? The Prehistoric Isle, I find it difficult because it's got the rotating thing, isn't it? You kind of need to get used to that, and used to playing it without. Okay, oh yeah, Prehistoric 2 is a good one. Yeah, it's a good game, no doubt. But yeah, wicked. Hey, JM Son, how you doing? I don't mind if they use the core, but I want them to contribute their partial revenues and fund larger projects or even next-gen MiSTer projects. Yeah, imagine that. I mean, to be honest, I've got a DE25 Nano in my cupboard. It's just there. I really hope someone brings something out for it one day. But in the meantime, guys, this game is wicked. It's difficult. Like, this is a difficult game. I need to watch a 1cc to see if it is possible to 1cc this game. I'm not exactly sure if it is possible to do a 1cc on this game. But man, like, it is just wicked. It's such a darn good game, man. It looks absolutely superb. Right, okay, so you need to spam that fire button to get your fire bigger. B is obviously your evasive maneuver, and C, you kind of jump back and do a special, which looks really good. But I really like this game. I don't know, it's just a game that clicked. Like, if I just want to chill out for a bit and play a random game, I always just play this. I put 1 credit in and see how far I can get. I can't get that far because, you know, A, I'm not that great at games, and B, this game is rather difficult as well. Right, let's get out there. And it really reminds me of, like, that guy reminds me of, remember that movie, American Ninja, from back in, was it the 80s? Man, American Ninja there, man, and there you go. Here we go. And I love the fire that you've got here, you know? And you've got like eight directions of dodge, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And look, so once you start firing, look, that's your bullets. As you spam that button, your fire gets big as well. So you're pretty much spamming that button all the way through, right? And all you can do is shoot up. So it's very much, you can almost call this a shmup, but instead of a ship, you're a person, right? Because, you know, do people call this a run and gun? What do they call it? But man, this is such a good game. And I feel like not enough people kind of talk about this game. Like, if you really spam it, like, it goes really big. That's what she said. But yeah, give this one a shot. Maybe use auto fire with it. Ooh, man, smashing that button a lot, man. We're gonna check out the special in a second. There you go. Look at that. I tried to do a dodge there, but there's the dodge isn't instant. There's like a little bit of a start up to it. But there you go, guys. That's a really cool game. The visual controllers. Oh, there's a way. Oh, there's like a little bit of a buzzing sound there. Let's get out of this one quickly. That buzzing, that sound definitely shouldn't be there. So an issue there. Right, let's see. Oh, bootleg. Okay, Nightmare in the Dark. Let's have a look at it. Any other games that you guys have mentioned here? Okay. was Prehistoric Isle on this. I just want to go into here and have a look. I don't think that was a Neo Geo game for some reason. Oh shit, wow, it was Prehistoric Isle. Okay, we'll check that out after. I was thinking, I didn't think it was a Neo Geo game. I know it's a separate core. Maybe that was part 1 then. I like single screen platformers, and I think this is good. And I like what Neo Geo have done here as well. You've got 2 fires, so whatever your preference is, whether you like jump before you fire or fire before you jump, you've got it there. And again, very, very stylish game. Very, very, just a brilliant game, guys. You know, if you like Snow Brothers, you like Bubble Bobble, you'll like this game. Very, very good feel, very, very, yeah, good buzz with this game. I'm looking forward to the Nyanja. I don't know if it's coming out for Neo Geo. I know it's coming out for PC Engine CD. Ah, didn't make it. Yeah, Nightmare in the Dark will be great, Tapper, if they do release that. I mean, to be honest, it'd be nice for them to release pretty much every game, almost every game out there that they can. You know, I'm hoping there's not too many licensing issues. Okay, I want to have a look at Prehistoric Isle, so let's just bash this guy out. And I want to have a look at number 2, because I don't think I've played that. I've played number 1, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's go. Well, what time we go? Oh, okay, this might have to be the last game, you know, guys. Yeah, sound froze here happening. So there you go, guys. It's not, obviously not perfect. You are going to get the odd issue here or there, but you know what? That sound did freeze after the game at the continue. So I wonder if you play the game and it doesn't happen. So, you know, to me, the games I want to play, everything I do on it is really, really good. So it'll be interesting to see if, you know, the Neo Geo AES Plus tackles those issues. So Prehistoric Isle number 1 is what I've played. And it was an SNK game before Neo Geo, potentially. Oh yeah, I've definitely not played this one. Never really thought about it. Wow. This is cool. Oh wow. That's pretty crazy, man. I wonder if you're going to have like the rotating thing. Very stylish. This feels like the graphics for Shock Troopers 2. There you go, buddy. I got you. Don't worry. Do I put you on the floor? Oh no, you just keep hanging there. Very, very cool. I like the fact that I'm pretty sure part 1 had this pod that spun around you, which was super annoying. Just wanted to test out my fire. This is a cool game. Wow. Can't believe it, all these years and I don't think I've even tried it on a stream or anything, you know? But yeah, Mr. Core's fantastic. But look, we did come across an issue with Ninja Commando with the sound froze. Someone said it happens in other games too. So guys, you know, it's as close to, I guess, perfect as you're gonna get without actually using real hardware. On another note, guys, you know what? I've never had much of an issue with software emulation of the Neo Geo. You know, when I play it, I enjoy it, you know, especially on Retro Arch with something like Run Ahead, it feels rather snappy. I mean, you know, MiSTer will always be better because it just runs and you don't need to do anything with it. But certain emulators, once you kind of set them up, they kind of feel all right. This is cool. Fire. Oh wow, they're trying to, oh wow, okay, I need to rescue those guys there. That was quite interesting actually. Right, let's kind of finish up on a game that's got a good attract mode, so I don't have to play it and we can kind of wheeze out of this. But guys, like, it's great that we've got this coming, the AES Plus, but we've got a really, really good core here. Yes, it's gonna have a few issues, which it does. You know, let's go for this bootleg, and hopefully this bootleg does give us an a tracked mode, which I certainly hope it does. So Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is like a bootleg of King of Fighters from what I recall. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, man, with it, I love Nightmare in the Dark. Yeah. So yeah, Prehistoric Kyle was a fun one, man. It's fun to see this stuff. I like SNK versus Capcom as well. It's such a goofy game, but it is so much fun. So this Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I can't remember what this is a hack of which King of Fighters, but it's cool to have. But yeah, man, the AES Plus is coming. For anyone out there that wants to get physical, you wanna get physical. Please don't unsubscribe. But if you're into the physical stuff, cool, it's going to be good. Where someone said there's going to be improvements to the sound, that will be cool for the games where we're having issues with the sound. Hopefully it won't happen there. I mean, it'd be amazing to get a flash card for that and just run everything on there, or a way to kind of run all ROMs on there and run the entire collection on there. That would be fun. But I do know a lot of people only want it for that physical collection. So good. It's nice that we're getting this stuff. Love the fact that we get these dedicated consoles from Analog, even though Analog 3D, meh, it's the N64, you know, but the Super NT, the Mega SG, the Duo, a lot better because I prefer those consoles to the N64. You know, I guess we've got the Mod Retro M64 coming out. I guess even then, meh, N64 again, but it'll be interesting to see what else that opens up, what else we get there. So this AES Plus is based on this core that we had a look at today, and this core is freaking excellent. We ran so many games. One core had an issue with sound. Someone said Aero Fighters 2, the sound hangs, but when we played it today in this unstable version of the core, it was absolutely fine. There was zero issues with it, so that was kind of good to see. So that was really, really interesting. So yeah, guys, MiSTer's fantastic. If you don't have yourself a MiSTer FPGA, then I strongly recommend picking one up. You know, even if you are going to pick up the AES Plus, MiSTer does so much more. It's got so many cores on there: Sega Saturn, N64, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, PC Engine CD. Amiga core's fantastic when paired together with Amiga Vision. There's a lot of stuff on there. Very, very versatile machine. And as you're seeing here, I'm outputting to 2 displays simultaneously. So I'm outputting via HDMI into my capture card, which is the main feature, and then the analog is going out to my PVM. Devices like the SuperStation one, I think you can output to 5 different analog sources simultaneously. So there's a lot of good stuff there. So guys, I am going to wrap it up there. As always, look, thank you for watching. Really do appreciate you guys. Appreciate you hanging out and spending your time with this old man. But I'm not going to lie, you guys are old men too. But yeah, man, have an awesome rest of Sunday. And we all got work tomorrow, man. Work is freaking work. But yeah, guys, play more video games. Be freaking awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.
Round 1, fight!